After 3 years, Khamzat Chimaev arrives in the United States in 47 days to face the DDP, putting visa and travel-related worries to rest. Sarukian Arman responds to Ilia's claim that he witnessed Arman's eyes during UFC 317, running from the real contender filled with terror.
Y estaba Arman también, que no, pues obviamente se le veía, pues...
Se le veía cagado también. Se le veía una cara de shock cuando vio el knockout. Dijo, ¡buah! Yo iba a ser el reemplazo de este combate. Menos mal que Dios bendiga a Charles, no le haya pasado nada, porque este iba a ser yo. Él siempre da el peso cuando sabe que no va a pelear. Siempre da el peso. Cuando él sabe que le va a tocar pelear, ahí ya da peso y es, uy, mi espalda.
Longo Ray, Arman Sarukian is the toughest fight for Ilia Topuria.
I was confused by Paddy Pimblett getting in the cage. Totally confused. I don't know where he got injected into that. I think that the toughest fight for Ilia would be Sarukian.
Yeah,
and that's a fight. Everybody look. I think after what he did, Charles, everybody would love to see. And I've been calling for that fight, Topuria against Islam at 55. That's a possibility. That is the fight. If that's not the fight, I mean, as far as tough fights and worthy challenges, I'd go with Sarukian. And that's not an easy fight either. So it's some excitement, and I mean that was always in that division, but he adds a new new wrinkle in there that we have playing out. So I think it's great for the division, and you could start tomorrow, but I don't think Pimblett's getting shot. Am I wrong with that? Or
so you hit on a lot of truths. So it looks like maybe October would be the month that Jack Del Maddalena would defend his welterweight title like Islam Makhachev, and then you have Ramadan maybe in February. I don't know exactly, but Ilia Topuria said that if they need him in December, he'll fight in December. Otherwise, we'll see him next year. So the notion that someone like Islam Makhachev would fight in October and then December, it's just not going to happen the way he run his career. So I think the calendar is going to play into this, but I just don't think that even though I think we're all in agreement that maybe Paddy shouldn't have been the octagon and instead it's a celebration of Ilia winning a belt in the second division. I think promotionally there's a strong push from somebody in that room to make the Pimblett and not the Sarukian fight.
Wow, I'd be shocked if they did that. But
really,
what are the qualifications for getting in the ring after a guy wins a fight?
Well, no, you're right. No, I totally.
What are the qualifications?
Dana didn't like it, right?
I have no idea, but what are qualifications? Like, somebody's got to know about it. I mean, not every fight some jumps in the octagon after. What the hell are the qualifications?
Well, no, you're right. When Shavkat Rakhmonov, Ian Machado Gary, and was the rightful next title challenger, right? Like Bilal Muhammad had a hard time getting past purity to get in there. I know Trump won the building, but you're right. Like, there needs to be a method to the madness. Like, it seemed as though there was some forethought to Joshua Van thing, and there wasn't necessarily to this.
Yeah, right.
I know Topuria had said something in a post-fight press, not a post-fight press conference, but it was just an interview after his fight, and someone mentioned, I forget the late name, but she mentioned Gaethje.
I would classify Justin Gaethje as a legend, and you have moved up to a division where Gaethje has done so much for, has so many incredible fights. Future Hall of Famer. I put him in this regard as the three people that you have just finished all in a row.
Really?
I do. Don't?
So the only thing that I realized is that you don't like the guy, because I don't know why you want him to put him against me.
And Topuria said something to the fact of, you must not like Justin Gaethje.
Kamaru Usman believes that Ilia Topuria is superior than Islam Makhachev as the world's best fighter in terms of strength.
I will have to say, I can pretend I give Ilia Topuria pound.
Yeah, wow! I never thought I'd hear that come out of that slippery tongue of yours, Kush.
Pause. Yeah, but I've been pondering that all since I saw that fight. I've been pondering that, and remember, because we had a situation like this similar when Alex Pereira was doing what he was doing, but there's a difference here. Alex Pereira wasn't doing that against necessarily the caliber Ilia is doing that against. And not just necessarily doing that, not just the caliber, but everything he's putting into this fight. I mean, Ilia Topuria dominated Charles Oliveira. Every facet of the game. Charles went to his wheelhouse. Charles went there. Charles went to the wheelhouse. He went to the ground. Ilia Topuria passed guard and crucified him. Bruh. Who has showed all the skill sets, all the facets of the game as well as he has and still put him away with his hands, mano y mano, putting them away.